Welcome back to another episode of Y3KPOD. It's your boy Yao in the building. What's good, my boy? Got your boy. What you today? What are you today?
Just K, man. Probably.
Just Kwaku today?
Psych, nah, gang. I'm no glasses, K.
Crazy.
Right here. Can't see like a blind man. Call me Stevie Wonder.
Hey, yo. We back. We got a game for y'all today. We're going to make it a little bit more fun normally than just talking footy. But before we get into that, we're going to probably do like a quick 10-minute overview of what we saw this weekend. Obviously, as you all know, Chelsea's 3-0 in March. We've won every game. We scored goals. We scored 6 goals. Almost as much as Man U took, the 7-0 boys took against Liverpool. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Chelsea taking care of business. Man City struggling to take care of business. You watched the game yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did.
What's your opinion on the game?
It was exactly what I expected to be.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Share, repost, all of that.
Do all of that.
Feel me? Much appreciated.
Yeah, but especially today, I want you to follow along in the comments. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
It was exactly what I expected. Every time we play Crystal Palace, like, I know what we're going to do. I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna sit back. They're gonna like try to counterattack, try to hit us on a break. First half, exactly what I expected. The second half, bro, it looked like Crystal Palace wasn't even trying to like attack. Like every chance that they got to just kick the ball out or just cleared it, it was like really bad. Then the problem with doing what they did is that like
Eventually
you're gonna have a lapse in concentration.
And it's
gonna lead to a goal. It's gonna lead to a mistake. And normally, when that lapse of concentration happens, you want to be able to like avoid it leading directly to a goal. But unfortunately, who's there? Who? Oh my goodness, why can't I remember his name? Olise, yeah.
Olise.
Love Olise. He's straight baller. Love watching him
Olise
play.
and Eze baller.
Yeah. So Olise had a momentary lapse in concentration. It wasn't. To be honest, in my opinion, I don't think it was his fault because he was guarding Julian Alvarez, I believe, right? And then or Bernardo, one of the two. It was a quick corner, and there was supposed to be somebody up there with him, but nobody was there. So then he He had to rush over to guard Gundogan, and then he fouled him, led to a PK, and it was what I expected. I do think though that they should try to play the game more than just try to defend. Because once they brought in Eze, they were actually like...
So, my thing is, I feel like they played it perfectly. Unfortunately, the goal you scored was off a pen. Can't really do nothing about that. It's Erling Haaland. It's inevitable. When he gets a pen, he's going to make it, Unfortunately, it is what it is. I think Palace did well enough to get away with a draw. But unfortunately, that pen kind of ruined it. But Man City are struggling a little bit. You guys got a game this Wednesday in the Champions League. How do you feel about the Champions League? You think you guys are beating Leipzig?
Yeah.
I think Nkunku's not playing. Future Chelsea player, by the way.
I think we're beating Leipzig.
I think it's going to be an interesting game. I'm not sure. These are the type of games that Man City tends to lose. So if they win, big ups to them. Another team, the 7-Up boys, Man U. They played today. They played Southampton.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get a win. They ended up with a draw against the relegation side.
Yeah, Moscow got a red card though, didn't he?
Casemiro again, bro. Brother, what are you doing, bro? This is your second red card. Maybe it's a United thing because at Madrid, in 7 years?
Nah,
never got it right.
That needs to be looked into. Like Casemiro.
Maybe it's a Madrid tax. That's why. But crazy to go 7 years at what's it called? At Madrid, no red card. To come to United one season, he already has 2 red cards, and he's gonna miss the next 4 games. Garnacho got hurt, which is unfortunately sad because he's going to Argentina. He might to play in the the upcoming international break, but he's not gonna get the chance to. So that's unfortunate for him. Also, well, as you know, Chelsea won. They beat Leicester 3-1.
Leicester is so bad.
Bro, why is it that when Chelsea beat teams, that's when you guys realize they're bad? But when you don't do it, it's like normal.
No. I knew Leicester was bad before the game started, but like, they just looked awful. And I mean, Chelsea looked good, but like, I feel like the first goal was a moment of brilliance from Chilwell. No,
it was off a set piece. It was a corner. They headed it out. Koulibaly got it. He put the cross in, and Chilwell hit it.
Like that was.
I don't think that's brilliance. That's an open play goal. So Chilwell's done that. I'll say it's a moment of brilliance if it's like hasn't happened before, but he's done it multiple times from both sides.
I say it's a moment of brilliance because when you look at the cross that Koulibaly put in, right? Me personally, I don't think he was looking for Chilwell.
Who was he looking for?
I think he was just trying to get it back into the box because it went over everybody's head
and right on Chilwell's foot.
Chilwell, yeah, but I'm saying, in my opinion, no, it didn't look like he was aiming for Chilwell. It just looked like he was. What's it called?
It could be.
But what's it called? The Felix goal that got ruled out was that wasn't a moment of brilliance. That was like you could see Potter's.
I think it's going. I think what I'll say is 3 back helps. It makes it easier for the players. Enzo doesn't have to defend as much because we have 3 defenders back. So in the summer, another player from the Man U game that I really watched was Romeo Lavia, City Academy product of Anderlecht 2. He looked really good. Can't wait to see him in that Chelsea colors come summertime. That's a player I'm hoping Chelsea signs. Talk about Liverpool. Liverpool lost yesterday to Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
People are saying Liverpool is back, Gakpo's back, all these boys are back. Turns out they're not back. It was just all talk. They looked bad yesterday, bro. If Bournemouth was a really good team, like, they looked bad like they looked against Wolves. If Bournemouth was a decent team, they put more than 1 away yesterday. Alisson, of course, saved them. Konate, bro, you people keep telling me he's the best French young center back. I don't see it. Saliba and Fofana are better.
Who said that?
They've been saying it, bro. Street's been saying it.
Koundé is levels ahead.
Koundé plays right back. I'm not hearing it.
He plays right back. He plays center back.
Koundé's not better than Fofana, though.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. I'll take Wesley Fofana over Koundé any day. And anybody that disagrees, let me know why.
Bad take.
Is it?
That's
a great take. Have you watched Fofana since he came back?
I watched him yesterday.
Bro, you think Fofana is not better than Koundé as a defender?
No.
He's miles ahead of Koundé. I'm so serious.
No.
I'm so glad we didn't get Koundé and we got Fofana,
Koundé
bro.
is lockdown. I think, but that's a Barcelona thing. Like me, I think,
yeah, you're being biased.
I mean, it's not biased, but I do think that when Koundé and Araujo play together, it's absolutely clamps and absolutely lockdown. So like Koundé, maybe it's the fact that he has Araujo next to him that makes him look better, but Koundé is absolutely locks, and he was locks in the World Cup too.
No, well, Fofana didn't go to the World Cup. So
yeah,
as of right now,
why didn't he go to the World Cup?
Because he was hurt. But anyways, like I said, everybody has their preference. Arsenal won today. They played really well. What was the score? Oh my god!
I think it was 3-0.
They didn't score in the second half?
When I checked, it was like 3-0.
Let me see. Hey, it was 3-0. I watched only the first half. The second half got too boring for me. Mitrovic has died down. He doesn't look like the same player anymore. Trossard had a hat trick of assists.
I think it's just Arsenal is funny.
Why?
Because like it's so nice to see them, like their fans are so hopeful and everybody's so happy and everybody's like they're champions, and I'm like they're going to fall.
Oh yeah, it's inevitable.
I think
right now you gotta give them their props.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they lose to what's it called, to Liverpool when they play Liverpool
at Anfield.
Yeah, it's at Anfield. I think they lose to Liverpool.
That might happen. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as we always say. Especially and share too. We love it when you do that. One thing I will say about Arsenal is that right now they're 5 points ahead of you. They're doing what they got to do. At one point you overtook them, and now they're back in it, right? One more team to talk about. Last team, Tottenham. I want to give them their props. Came back, bounced back after being knocked out of Europe. So they're not going to win a trophy this season. They're out of every competition, which is normal for Tottenham. But they responded well. Scored, beat Forest 3-1. One player that I don't like, bro. No matter what anybody tells me, I don't like. I don't think he's a good player. I don't think he's a good person. I don't like his attitude. Is Richarlison. He pisses me off, bro. Richarlison pisses me off.
You don't think he's a good person?
I don't think he's a good person.
I feel like
his attitude stinks. In some ways, in terms of, he calls himself R9. There's only one R9, bro, and it's not you. Bro, he scored a goal, right? In like the first half, bro. It was inside 20 minutes. Took his shirt off, right? And then the goal was ruled offside. And on top of that, he was clowning Antonio Conte when he scored that goal.
Yeah, I know.
Right? And what happens? The goal's called offside, bro.
But like,
and that's not the first time he's done it. That's the second time. The shithousery he does, like, bro, for a player of his caliber, you would think, like, the shithousery he involves himself in, that he's, like, elite. But you're not.
Me personally, I don't like Richarlison. I don't think he's that good. But
I don't.
teams see something in him that is amazing. Because even for Brazil, he started over Firmino and Gabriel Jesus.
I think the thing is, he can score goals, right? If he's on your team, you might love him. If he's not on your team, you hate him.
It's not even. I don't hate him. I just don't. I just don't think he's good. Like,
yeah, I don't think he's good either.
I just don't think he's good. It's not like, even if he was on City, like, I just don't see it. Like, that's just my personal opinion on Richarlison.
Yeah, and that's it for the Prem this week. Is there anything else in the Prem you want to touch on?
No.
We're gonna move on to the game. As you guys know, it's start, bench, or sub, and then sell. But this is a different variation of it. What I did was that I took the 3 best players in the world at every position, in my opinion, this season. Overall.
Let's not.
That's why I said I took it. This is what I see.
No. But like, I'm looking at some of the positions, some of the players right now. They're not the best players in their position.
Okay.
Not in the world. There is some Prem bias in here. There's a lot.
Obviously, there's Prem bias, but when we get there, you can tell me. The only one, right, that I included was a center back. What I did was that I took the 3 best based on their, like, in terms of experience and everything, right? They're the 3 best in the world. And I took the 3 youngest that I think are going to be at that level. And like I said, it's biased. My favorite player.
Yo, there's crazy bias.
I don't think it's crazy bias, but we'll get to it. And then we'll take a look at it and we'll discuss it. So, based on that, another variation to it that we're going to do is we're going to build a team with it, right? So, say he spins the wheel, right? And he gets 3 players, start, bench, sell. He starts 1 player. Out of the other 2 players, I have to pick one for my team. So, whichever one he benches and sells, I have to pick them and add them to my team from that. And when it's my turn, same thing. All right? So, the 3rd player is going to be what the crowd has. You guys can take it and build a team and let us know what you think. All right, so you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Or you want to spin a... Go first. You get it.
All right, so...
All right, let me go. So, this is the center backs portion, right? There's 3 players. 3 young players that, to me, are going to be the best in the world. William Saliba, Wesley Fofana, and Gavardio. Which one do you start, bench, and which one do you sell?
First off, I do want to say this is definitely biased.
It is biased.
Because
in this instance, I'll give you that.
Because this whole thing is biased. I don't see any Barcelona youngsters, any Barcelona players on here at all, which I think is crazy.
I only had 3 youngsters. Everybody else is old. So
I don't see Araujo on here, which I think is extremely disrespectful considering the season he's had as a young center back. I think he's just on the level of Saliba, if not even better than Saliba. I already talked about Koundé. Koundé not being on here is also criminal.
So?
Because Koundé is better than Fofana.
Okay.
And he is better than Saliba right now. And Vardio was the best young, one of the best young players at the World Cup.
So start.
And he's been classed for
Sub.
For
Sell.
Leipzig. Me personally, it's between Vardio and Saliba.
That's crazy.
Nothing against Fofana. I just haven't watched Fofana play enough. And I'll say Vardio to start because I think for me, even when he played against City, he was class and he's the one that scored their goals. So like every time you watch him play, he plays with poise and he's locks. So I'll go Vardio.
All right. So
I gotta do sub and sell too.
Yeah, start.
Okay, so I'd start Vardio, sub Saliba, and sell Fofana.
I would probably go opposite. Start Gavardio, bench Fofana, and sell Saliba. But since you already picked Gavardio for your team, I'm going to pick Fofana for my team. Based on everything. Fofana's injury prone, yes, I understand that. But when he's in there, you look at Saliba. Since the World Cup came, he hasn't been the same player he was at the beginning of the season. He loses a lot of aerial duels, which is something Wesley Fofana doesn't do. Wesley Fofana is very good on the ball, in my opinion. When I watch him, bro, people say, oh, his passing, da-da-da-da. I've been watching him the 4 or 5 games he's been back. Very good on it. If you watch him at Leicester, he progressed the ball for them a lot. I think he's going to be one of the best center backs in the world in the future. That's how much I highly rate Fofana. And even if he wasn't on my team, I would rate him that high. So, for my team, I'm picking Fofana. All right?
Yeah, that's biased.
You can say it's biased, but that's the truth.
Remove it.
I love Saliba. Oh, yeah, I got to remove it. Where is it? Which one is it?
Right. 7. I don't have anything. To be like, it's just biased.
All right, so my turn to spin, right? You could say it's biased, but I like Fofana. That's just a personal preference anyway. Alright, so
I'll say this.
this is a City Legends one that I added in there because I wanted to see what your opinion would be on it.
Call Bernardo a City legend.
But, like, current legend. You know what I'm saying? So it's... You got
KDB, Bernardo, and David Silva.
in your team. For me, I think KDB and Bernardo, class. David Silva, City Legend. So if I had to do a start, bench,
Are you
and
putting
sell...
David Silva in his prime or David Silva right now?
David Silva in his prime.
Okay.
So City, we're talking a City Legend. I put that in there because, you know, you're a City fan. If I had to do it, I would go start David Silva, bench KDB, and sell Bernardo. All intents of, I feel like when David Silva and KDB were there, for a lot of the seasons, David Silva was the better player. And then as he got older, obviously KDB replaced him. And people already said I'm a KDB hater. Anyway, I just don't think he's as good as people say, but I definitely know he's there. I understand why you're going to put KDB as the start, but for me, I'll start David Silva,
I'd start
bench
David
KDB,
Silva.
and sell Bernardo.
I think you'd have to sell David Silva.
Sell?
No, start. My fault. You'd have to start David Silva just because of what he did in his peak, in his prime. Bernardo, my thing with Bernardo is that, like, he is one of my favorite players at City, if not my favorite player. I just feel like he doesn't want to be at City anymore. And, like, one thing about me, I'm one of those guys, like, I support Pep, and I understand everything that Pep does, I trust fully that it's going to work. So when it comes to that, to me, it's like...
Make sure you write it down who you got.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking KDB. But, and on the thing about Bernardo is that, what's it called? Since he doesn't want to be at City, like, I just can't put him ahead of KDB at all, because it's like, if it feels like you don't want to play for us and your head is always turned
but even
else.
as an overall City player in your career, KDB's been the best player.
Well, yeah, no, but KDB's also been there longer, and I think Bernardo has the potential to honestly, like, he could go down as the best City midfielder.
But I don't think he ever overtakes David Silva because of what David Silva did for the club, and then also KDB.
Well, I'm just talking about, like, in terms of, like, trophies, even stats wise. I don't think he's ever gonna catch them because he hasn't been as primary of a creator as the other two have been. But in terms of just influence and the way that he plays and where he can play and what he can do, I think he has a potential. I just don't think he's ever going to reach that potential. That's my thing.
We'll see what happens in the summer with that. But yeah, start bench. So we agreed. David Silva starts, KDB on the bench, and we sell Bernardo Silva. Next one is your turn to spin, buddy.
All right. Don't we need 3 midfielders?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. These are goalkeepers: Alisson, Courtois, and Ter Stegen.
Start, bench, sell.
I'm starting Ter Stegen. He's been the best goalkeeper in the world this season.
But it's not just about that; it's about overall too.
I'm still starting Ter Stegen. He's been the best goalkeeper this season, and in previous seasons, it's not like Ter Stegen just doesn't get the love that to me. I don't think he gets the love that he deserves because, boy, people love to hate on Barcelona. Like, people love to hate on Barcelona, and it's like they don't actually look at what Barcelona players do. Like, Ter Stegen has been absolute class this year. I'm subbing Courtois because I think the past, like, season and a half, really, Courtois has been, like, the best goalkeeper in the world. Madrid doesn't win that Champions League without Courtois.
Alisson,
like,
without Alisson, Liverpool's not where they are this season. Last season too. Every season Alisson's there.
Okay, but Madrid don't win that Champions League without Courtois. Like, they don't. I don't even think they get close.
Alisson don't. Without Alisson, Liverpool don't get to the Champions League final.
They did though with Lloris Karius.
And what happened in the final?
Well, yeah, they lost.
And they replaced him with who?
Alisson. But again, they reached the final and they won. But who did they play in the final? They won. Didn't they play like Tottenham?
Yeah.
They played Tottenham. Who did Lloris Karius have to face?
Real Madrid.
Are you like?
No, but that's
like
Ronaldo. Yeah, I get all of that. But Karras is shit, bro.
No,
did you watch him in the Newcastle Carabao Cup?
Yeah, he made
final.
He was bad,
bro. You're shit, bro. In finals, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro.
But again, like you're comparing Real Madrid to Tottenham and Courtois. The only reason why City lost against Madrid, in my opinion, apart from the fact that we absolutely choked and it was the worst choke job I think in history of football.
Nah, Tottenham is right.
Is the fact that Courtois was absolutely amazing, and in the final,
I'm hot now.
Liverpool had like 1,000. That's over exaggerated.
They had some chances,
but they had a lot of really good chances. And the only reason why Madrid was able to stay in that game and win that game was because of Courtois. So and I'm selling Alisson because these three goalkeepers are all good in my opinion, but I just have to sell Alisson just because I think Ter Stegen's been the best goalkeeper this season, and Courtois has been
patata. If I'm being honest, it's in the right order. I'm starting Alisson. I'm selling Courtois. I'm benching Courtois, and I'm selling Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen hasn't been the same keeper as he was in the past. He's not as good to me. This season, he stepped it up. I'll give you that. About that, he stepped it up this season.
He was good last season too.
I don't think so.
But
when I say he stepped up, also there's been moments where he's been shit. I blame him for you guys not doing well in the Champions League. I think he plays part. And then when you guys came to Old Trafford, I think he plays part. There's a reason why the only trophy this season you're competing for is the ones in Spain. You're not competing for any Europe trophies, right?
Yeah, but you can't put that blame on a singular goalkeeper.
No, I'm not putting it on him, but I also think there's games where he's played a factor and you guys not winning.
Ter Stegen has never... When a goal is scored on Ter Stegen, I look at that goal and I don't go... I think there was one goal, the Rashford goal, at the Camp Nou. I think he got beat near post. But even that one, I believe the ball was deflected, and that's what took it away from him, for him to get beat near post. But there's rarely any goals do I see Ter Stegen let in, and I go, he should have done better, or he should have saved that.
So, like
off the top of my head, I can't really think of any. Ter Stegen in every single game is absolutely class, and a lot of the times, majority of the times, he's what saves Barcelona. But I watch Barcelona games.
Yeah, but I would say I watch the important games. Does that make sense? I watch the important games, and to me personally, yes, Barca has gotten the better of Madrid this season. Yes or no?
Yeah,
multiple times, right? Last season, who got the better of y'all?
It was actually us.
No, Madrid did beat y'all last season in La Liga.
We beat them like 6
in the cup games.
No, it was La Liga that we beat them in.
6?
Yeah. We beat them, bro. We beat them by a lot in the league. I remember I was watching the
last season.
Last season, yeah.
All right. I don't watch La Liga like that. Like I said, I watch the big games.
It was either 6 or it was like 4. But I remember that game. We should have had at least like 9 or 10 goals. But
that's crazy.
We just didn't
for
want
me,
to
I feel like
embarrass them like that. You feel me?
When it comes down to it, I like Alisson. I think Alisson's the best keeper in the world, in my opinion. I guess I'm Prem biased, but I watch a lot of Prem football. I watch literally every Liverpool game. Big Six, I watch every game. As long as it's not on at the same time as Chelsea's playing, I'm watching. Everywhere I go, even when I'm outside playing football, I got the games on. I'll maybe have it in my AirPod listening to it. And Alisson has been constantly Liverpool's savior. Man is not as good anymore, and Alisson's been the one that's been saving them and making them look good. Courtois for Madrid, we already know what he does. Last season, we saw what he did. Actually, to be honest with you, I might sell Courtois just because of the fact that he's a traitor, he's a Judas, and I don't like him. Yeah, so I'm changing my mind. I'm selling Courtois, and I'm benching Ter Stegen. Get the fuck out of here, Courtois, you fucking traitor. I just remembered. That was your spin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, buy Courtois, bro. All right, my spin. Let's see what I get. Alright, so for this one, we got Vinicius Jr., we got Kavicha from Napoli, and we got Rafael Leao. Start, bench, sell.
It's you.
Yeah, but you go first. I'll give it to you. Go first.
Okay.
Actually, no, let me go because it's me, right? Yeah, because I get first pick. I would start this season, and based on who I like, oh shit, this is hard. This is actually hard. Because I love Leao. I want him at Chelsea. I think he's an absolute baller. he has his flaws. I love Vinicius Jr., but this season he hasn't been as well. He hasn't been as good. Kavicha, this season's been amazing. Probably the best player in Serie A with Osimhen. I can't do this, bro. I would start. Huh?
I don't think it's that difficult.
It is for me. Because I'm also thinking about my team, who I want. I would start Vinicius Jr. Bench Kavicha and sell Leao. So solely based on this season. If I say solely based on this season, I gotta start Kavicha. All right, I'll start Kavicha. Bench Vinicius and sell Leao based on this season. Leao is really great. I want him at my club, but I feel like Kavicha, what he's been doing for Napoli. Napoli have an actual chance to win the Champions League, which is rare to say for an Italian club in recent memory. Vinicius Jr. already spoken for. You already know what he brings. Absolute baller. Leao, same thing. Absolute baller. So it's hard to pick. But yeah, that's me. What would you do?
You say would you start? You start Kavicha?
Yes, sir.
I would. Let me see. Oh, I'm starting Vinicius. Benching Leao and I'm selling Kavicha.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think you've watched Kavicha enough.
It's not that I haven't watched Kavicha enough. It's just I need to see it more.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I'll give you that.
Like no offense to Kavicha, but like you can't buy a player out of nowhere for $10 million, and then all of a sudden he becomes one of the best players in the world.
Enzo Fernandez.
And you expect me to believe that he's just the best player in the world. I need to see it for more than one season. I need to see it against the better teams. I need to see it.
No, I'll give you that.
In the big moments, and I need to see it more than I'm seeing it now.
I'll give you that.
Leao and Vinicius have done it, so I can trust that they'll continue to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're not going to spend too much time on that. Leao has been great. I just feel like Kavicha has been better. Vinicius is right there. That's the toughest choice that I think I've had to make so far. You go ahead and spin. It's your turn. So, this is the crazy one. We got basically the nines, right? We got what? Erling Haaland. We got Kylian Mbappe and Victor Osimhen from Nigeria. Nigeria, stand up for your boy. Start, bench, sell.
I'm starting Haaland. I'm benching Mbappe. And unfortunately, I have to sell Osimhen.
Yo, this is harder than the last one, bro.
This is pretty simple for me.
No, yeah, for you because you're a City fan.
It's not even that. It's just me personally, right? Uh-huh. Right. Since this is also team building, I just don't like Mbappe's attitude when it comes in terms of like building a team and
I get that.
Making a team and making the team work hard. I just feel like Mbappe will bring troubles every once in a while. And then also at the same time, Mbappe misses a lot of chances. Like, my striker, if you're going to come play striker for me, you can't miss a single chance. Like, I need you to score what matters.
Yeah, but Haaland does that too, though.
Haaland does not miss.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does, bro. He missed an absolute sitter yesterday. I've seen him sky chances where it's right there. Haaland misses chances. Don't give me that. Haaland does miss chances.
Okay. 9 out of 10 times, Haaland scores.
Okay, who had a hat trick in the World Cup final, though?
A pen and what? 2 other goals?
Really? You really going deep?
No. I'm just asking.
Amazing,
I'm just asking.
That's never been done. Yeah, a pen and 2 goals, 2 amazing goals.
Okay, he had a pen. He scored a hat trick in the World Cup final. What, you want me to give him a cookie? He wants a cookie for that?
All right, that's fine.
No, because like you act
as if
he didn't have the best team in the World Cup behind him. Like we're not, but that's not even what we're talking about here. Like when it comes to me, I just feel like striker overall, Haaland is a better striker, and Mbappe doesn't even like playing striker.
Anyways, you could put him at
like for his team right now. He said he doesn't want to play striker. He wants to play off.
Playing there though.
He wants to play because they don't have another choice.
Yeah, I understand that, but for me, start, bench, sell, Mbappe, Haaland, Osimhen. I love Osimhen, right? But when Osimhen played Ghana last year for a chance to go to the World Cup, he disappointed me. Well, he didn't disappoint me because I'm Ghanaian. I'm of Ghanaian descent, and I love the fact that Ghana went ahead. But Osimhen disappointed me, so I'm selling him. He's had a great season. Probably top 2 for best players in the Serie A. I give him that. But Kai, Mbappe, based on the World Cup, based on what I've seen, yes, he's out of the Champions League. It was hard though. I'll start Mbappe because I love Mbappe so much. Bench Haaland and sell Osimhen. And you can have it the other way, and I would completely understand because, like I said, Haaland is probably the second best 9 or the third best 9 in the world.
He is the best.
Mbappe is the best in my opinion. We can agree to disagree on that, right?
Best 9 in the world. Pure striker. You need a goal. Who are you going to?
But Mbappe offers more, doesn't he?
The ball coming into the box. You need a goal.
Mbappe can score.
Who are you trusting to score that
Mbappe.
goal? I'm trusting Haaland.
Yeah, that's on you. It's my turn to spin?
Yeah, Mbappe offers more, but that's because he's more of a complete player.
Mm-hmm. And I like that more. For my team, anyway.
That's cap.
Alright, for the center backs.
I don't want to pick any of these 3 center backs.
So you gotta pick one.
Because I know for a fact who you're going to pick, and the other 2 I don't want.
Okay.
Continue.
Alright, so you want me to change it? I'll change it right now for you.
No.
Alright.
It's fine. I'm just letting my disdain be known.
Okay, so I have a bonus thing, right, that we can do. So you can switch out those players for that person. Does that make sense?
Sure.
When it gets there. Alright, so center backs. We got Virgil van Dijk, Aura Man. We got Thiago the Rock Silva. That's a Rolls Royce right there. And we got Champions League Varane. Start,
That's a 1978
sell.
Rolls Royce.
Start, sell, bench. I'm going to start Thiago Silva. Ultimate Rock. Did it at AC Milan. Did it at PSG. And is now doing at Chelsea. He's almost 40 years old. Plays like he's 23. Puts his body on the line. Thiago Silva starts. I'm benching Virgil van Dijk. I think in history, Thiago Silva is a better defender. Nobody could tell me otherwise. And I'm selling Champions League Varane. Hasn't really done it in the Prem for me. He's had good moments, but I think he's had more bad moments. And at the World Cup, did he go to the World Cup? He did, right? Oh, Lord. That World Cup feels like a long time ago. I don't even want to remember it. But yeah, I'm selling Champions League Varane. Yeah, Thiago Silva. Up to you, bro. What would you do?
I saw Thiago Silva make a clearance one time and pull his hamstring. So I don't know if he's really playing like he's still 20.
Obviously, he's old. But he continued to play, yes or no?
I'm just saying. No, I think he went out in that game, actually. I think he went out. But he didn't go out because, like, I feel like he was injured, but he also went out to waste time. But either way, I saw him make a clearance and he, like, pulled his hamstring or some shit.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Obviously, are we doing prime or, like, what?
Overall, even
current
this season.
Form?
Current form.
Because current form VVD is trash. So, like, obviously I don't want to take VVD. But I never thought Varane was, like, really that good. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't change it. Keep it back to what it was before.
I'm helping you out.
No.
Go ahead.
But start Thiago Silva.
Obviously, the GOAT.
Honestly, bro, I say bench Varane and sell VVD.
That's crazy. How can you sell Virgil van Dijk,
I think
bro?
Van Dijk at his prime.
Bro, they say this guy's the best defender to ever step foot in the Prem. They say. I don't agree with that.
I think at his prime, he's a better defender than Varane. But Varane is just so decorated. Like, people forget that he was a vital part of those Real Madrid teams. He was a vital part of that France team that won the World Cup.
Yeah, but he had Thiago Silva next to him. He had Sergio Ramos next to him.
Okay, what about for France? What about for France?
France, who did he play with?
He had Umtiti. I mean, granted, Umtiti...
Bro, Umtiti was coded at that World Cup,
No,
though.
but Umtiti, that season was a season that his knee was messed up. So
yeah.
he wasn't
to the World Cup. He played well, though.
He wasn't even 100% for the World Cup. But either way, like, he was a vital part of that France team. So, like, decorating career-wise, he's done it, and you can't really take that away from him. So if I had to pick, and based off current form right now, I'd have to take Varane.
Bro, but he just took 7 in the ass.
But VVD doesn't do anything.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna clip this for TikTok. Let us know if you agree with
But
him,
like, it's
bro.
true, VVD doesn't do anything. I've always said VVD was never...
He is the aura man, but I still rate Virgil van Dijk.
No, I'm not saying I don't
Champions League winner,
but what I'm saying is, even I've always said Van Dijk's thing was never defending.
It was what?
It was always commanding. Like, you could tell
good leader.
The reason why he fit so well with Liverpool's back line is because he was a commanding leader. Like, I never thought he was like the best 1v1 defender or like anything like that. I always thought you could tell that he knows how to put people in the right position. He knows how to be in the right positions too. So like, this is easy. This one is probably the easiest one for me. Saka
Start, bench, sell, Saka, Rashford, Foden.
Starting Foden.
Damn.
No doubt about it.
Yo.
And
Philip Walter Foden.
to be completely honest with you,
Goated.
the other two could be sold for like I couldn't care less. Foden's number 1. Rashford's 2, and Saka's 3.
Yeah, this Arsenal hate.
It's not Arsenal hate. There's a reason why
Go ahead.
Saka's 3.
Hit me.
Foden's number 1 because, bro, I mean, the kid can ball, man. Like when you watch him play, it's
Agreed. Foden is
electric. It's entertaining. You can like, he's not an English player, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. He's not English. He has to have some type of Spanish in him, some type of Brazilian, some type of like different something with him. It's not just all English. Rashford is second. Actually, no. Yeah, Rashford is second because I do think, like, all-time career-wise, he's been better than Saka. Even though Rashford's almost like, 26 now? Like, he's not young anymore. So, like, I can't really, you know what I mean? So I can't, I shouldn't hold it against Saka. But again, it's the same thing with Vinicius, Vicha, and Leao, right? If I've seen you do it over and over and over again, I'm going to assume that you can do it over and over again. And Rashford's been on a tear lately. I think he has cooled down a little bit, which is what I told you, Man United fans, that he was going to eventually come down to earth. But yeah, man, Foden to the world, man.
I like Philip Walter Foden. From what I've seen this season, I think, you know how much I love Foden. So this is not even a critique on him, right? It's more a critique on Pep because he doesn't play him enough. Foden's like a 3-time Prem winner, right? Or like a 2-time Prem winner already.
However many times he's won it. I mean,
Carabao Cup winner.
Several times, too.
Yeah.
FA Cup. The only thing he doesn't have is.
But it hurts me to say. I feel like with the start, bench, sell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Saka, bench Foden, and then sell Rashford. For me, and you know when I do this, I love Foden, right?
Listen, just say whatever it is you have to say. Don't.
No, I don't want you to think
I love
hate
Foden. Like just.
But I want you
to
to let them know. You know how
Sure, he says he loves Foden. He says it a lot.
I say Foden is the best young player to step foot in the Prem. A lot of these greats are not doing what that guy is doing. But Saka's been really great this season. In my eyes, his development is going really well.
Was Saka better this season than Foden was last season?
Yeah. Because Saka was good last season, too. And Saka stepped up his game. He's Arsenal's top goal scorer, even though they have Gabriel Jesus. Saka did it at the World Cup. At this World Cup, you saw it, right? Foden also played a part in the World Cup. When you saw Foden on the pitch, you could see it. It's hard. This is 3 of England's best players. So, yeah, like I said, start Saka, sell Foden. Oh, no, bench Foden. Sell Rashford, bro. Rashford has been on a tear lately, but we've also seen...
Bro, Rashford's old, bro. I'm sick and tired of people treating Rashford like he's a youngster.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but he's like 24, 25. He should be in his prime. This should be his, like...
This should be his thing every week. My turn to spin or your turn?
Your turn.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. What do we get? Dun, dun, dun. All right, so this is crazy. As you boys know, I love myself some Enzo. This is a midfield, 3 young midfielders. A little Prem bias, a little English bias, you can say whatever. So start, bench, sell, right?
This makes no sense.
Jude Bellingham, Enzo Fernandez, and Declan Rice.
This makes no sense.
Why?
Because what are we playing, like a 4-3-3 or what?
You can play whatever the hell you want to
play. These are 3 DMs.
DMs?
Apart from Bellingham, the other 2
Enzo's not a DM. Enzo's a box-to-box. Rice can play as a box-to-box. It's all on you what you want to do. And I don't think you're going to pick Rice. And start, bench, sell. I'm going to start... Oh, hell no. I'm going to start Enzo. I love Enzo.
Yeah,
I love me some Enzo. I'm going to bench... Yeah, it is biased, but I love me some Enzo. You know I've loved Enzo since the first day I saw him. I told you. He's the reason why Argentina won the World Cup, not Messi.
That's... Wow.
That's crazy, but that's the truth.
No, it's not even close.
Hold on. Who was not on the pitch against that? Hold on.
No.
This is my opinion. Am I not allowed to have an opinion?
No, you can have an opinion.
Okay, but let me finish.
If it's wrong, it's just wrong.
No, you're allowed to have your opinion. Who was not on the pitch against Saudi Arabia?
Enzo.
Okay, thank you. Every game Enzo was there, y'all won. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to start Enzo. I'm going to bench Jude. I think Jude is world class.
Yeah, but they were like 29 games undefeated without a defeat before the Saudi Arabia game. And Enzo didn't play in any of those other 29
So what happened
games.
in Saudi Arabia? Had they won a World Cup before Enzo showed up? When Messi was there?
What type of...
No, they didn't. Enzo. Yo, it's biasness.
I'm not even...
Yeah, you don't have to entertain it, but that is my opinion. Enzo is world class. You saw it this weekend. You saw he's done it twice. Joao Felix's first goal. That pass was to die for. That pass to Havertz.
Really trash.
The Joao Felix goal was against West Ham, I believe.
Felix goal. I'm talking about the what's called goal.
Havertz. You could say Danny Ward is trash. Some teams haven't beaten him. That's all I'm saying this season. And I'm selling Declan Rice, bro. Rice is very good, but compared to these guys, I don't think he's on their level. That's my opinion. I'm starting Enzo.
You gonna hate this? I'm starting Jude, benching Rice, and I'm selling Enzo.
Whatever. I know you're only doing that because
I'm doing it to be consistent.
Okay.
Because the one thing I can't use this thing against one player and then make it for another player. If that makes sense.
But he won the World Cup.
Okay, Enzo's only been really relevant for how long now?
A year, 2 years. Let's say 2 years.
When did he get to Benfica?
Last summer. But at River,
it hasn't even been been a year.
Okay, fine. It's your choice. Pick what you want to pick. I'm starting Enzo.
And there's nothing. Hey, I didn't say I had anything wrong with you starting Enzo, but I'm letting you know that I have to put Rice ahead of.
Declan Rice is better than Enzo right now, as we sit here.
This season?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's been better than him.
Okay, so why you put him
this season? But
who's gonna have a better career?
That's difficult to say.
How?
If Rice moves,
Rice is older.
Okay, if Rice moves to a big team and that team is then successful,
are they gonna? Let's be honest. Looking at it, unless he moves to Man City, right? What other team is he going in England? Is he gonna move to that he's gonna win more than Enzo will at Chelsea?
He could move to Man United.
And Man United is gonna win more than Chelsea. In our lifetime, when has Man United ever won more than Chelsea?
Well, yeah, but again, that's in our lifetime. You can't discredit what Ten Hag's been doing this season, though.
Okay, I'm not discrediting it, but what I'm saying is Chelsea has a culture of winning. So if you're basing it off winning, who's going to win more? I think Enzo's going to win more.
But that's like saying Man United doesn't have a culture of winning.
They haven't won anything in 13 years. They haven't won a Prem in 13 years. The last time they won was 2013. It's 10 years since they last won a Prem.
Yes, but again, you can't just discount their history.
Wait. You're talking about Man U. Where's he going to go play?
What do you mean where's he going to play? You just said he can play as a box-to-box.
Okay, so you're going to play Casemiro and Declan Rice?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You're saying who's going to have the better career, but it literally depends. And are we going to sit here and act like the same... This is not the same Chelsea we've seen for the past couple of years, right?
It's a better Chelsea.
Because if Abramovich was still coach, Potter would have never gotten the job. And even if Potter got the job...
We would have been winning. We would have still got Enzo.
Even if Potter had gotten the job, Potter would have been fired within
Potter would have never got the job.
That's what I'm saying. But we're not gonna act like it's the same Chelsea.
But the winning culture is still there.
I said the winning expectation is still there.
The culture is still there, bro. Look at it. You think Arsenal? What did Arsenal do last season? Did they not fold in the top four? In the top four, they folded, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea had every reason to quit, right? Against Dortmund. Yes or no? You're already down. You're having a bad season. Nobody's going to be going crazy if you lose, right?
That's not how I saw it.
So how did you see it?
Dortmund is a team that's inferior to you and you should be winning. That's how I saw it.
Bro, they came in there. They hadn't lost since the end of the World Cup.
Okay, but your squad is better than theirs.
Yeah, but we're on terrible form, are we not?
Man City, you could say, are on poor form right now. But
I never said they're on poor form.
I'm saying you could say Man City's on poor form. They haven't been playing.
But they're winning.
They haven't been playing up to their standard. But if they lose against Leipzig, are people going to hold that against them? Yes. Why? Because their squad is better than Leipzig's.
That is not why. The reason why we're going to hold you against you is because what's the expectation for Man City when it comes to the Champions League?
To win it. So
exactly.
So the expectation for Chelsea isn't to beat teams like Dortmund?
Right now, I don't think so. I don't think
so.
So
you didn't think you guys should beat Dortmund?
If we're talking about, are we talking historically? Or are we talking this season?
When the draw came.
But the draw came World Cup time. Yes, I thought. I always think, no matter who we play, I always think Chelsea's gonna win. So you can't ask me that,
bro. Nah. When the draw came, and you saw Dortmund, in your head you were like, "Oh, okay, we're through to the next round." You can say it wasn't or not, but I know because when the draw came and I saw we got Leipzig, I went, oh, okay, we're through to the next round.
The thing is, the issue is you are egotistical. You are a City fan. Like
there's no ego.
Yes,
when I saw Real Madrid up and their draw was Liverpool, like it could be tough, but I expect Madrid to go through.
I expected Liverpool to go through.
When I saw Inter get drawed against
Inter's
Inter against I think Porto. I think they're playing Porto. Some team from the Portuguese league. I'm not exactly sure who it was. I'm pretty sure it's Porto. In my head, I went, oh, okay. Inter is going through to the next round.
Okay.
When Barcelona got drawn up against Man, I was like, oh, okay. We should be going through to the next round.
What happened?
And we didn't. And I'm holding that against Xavi. The same thing with Chelsea. If you guys didn't go through against, what's it called?
Who are you holding against?
Against Dortmund? If you guys didn't go through against Dortmund, are you going to sit here and really tell me?
Okay, so you're sitting here and telling me you're expecting a club that is losing like literally every game, has been shit, as we all know, to come into the Champions League and beat Dortmund based on what?
Your squad is better than theirs.
Okay, our squad was better than Southampton, but we lost to them. Our squad was better than a lot of the teams we drew to, but we drew to them. So again,
yes,
our squad is better than Arsenal, but Arsenal beat us, right?
But is your squad better than Arsenal?
Yes, it is.
Okay, fine, sure. But at the same time, it's like those are games you should be winning. So when you don't win those games, it's going to be held against you. Even if you're having a bad season. Man United right now, when they lost to Brentford 4-0,
that was the first game of the season, though.
But you didn't ridicule them?
Obviously.
You did, right? Why? Because they were supposed to win. That's the game you're supposed to be winning.
But you gotta understand the situation we're in, and we're not gonna spend too much time on. So we're gonna agree to disagree. It's my turn to spin or your turn to spin?
I don't even know. I think it's my turn.
Yeah, I spun and I picked Enzo. Bro. So who did you pick?
I picked Jude.
Okay. So for the DM position, we have Casemiro, Kimmich, and Rodri. Start bench sell.
It's a tough decision.
It's not.
Because career-wise, they've all been doing it for a pretty decent amount of time.
But if you're being honest, based on a career,
I think Casemiro is the most decorated, obviously, of all the three.
And Kimmich is right there though.
And Kimmich has a World Cup and what's it called?
How many Bundesligas? How many?
And Champions League, probably a couple too. I think he has like 2.
Yeah,
2 or 3 maybe, because he was there when Robin and Ribery and them were still there, and they won that one. So Kimmich is also really. But Rodri is also. I love me some Rodri. I do have my own things with Rodri. The problem is, I say I'd start Kimmich, bench Casemiro, and sell Rodri.
Can I trade you?
Trade me what?
You can have my next spin, and I'll take Kimmich.
Nah, I'm good, gang.
All right. For me,
let me explain myself though.
Go ahead.
Cause first of all, I'm gonna go Kimmich. I'm gonna explain Kimmich, Rodri. Kimmich, Casemiro, and then I'll go a little bit into Rodri, but not that much because I said I was gonna sell him anyways, right? Kimmich, I think, is the most versatile of all 3 of those. He can do more than all 3 of them. Defensively, I don't think he's any slouch. He can do the same thing defensively, and then he has a higher range of passing and just dribbling and all. He's a more complete player. Casemiro, I want to touch on this right now because I'm sick and tired of all of a sudden people want to start considering Casemiro the best DM in the world or the best DM. Some people even say the best DM of all time, which he's not. It's definitely Sergio Busquets, but that's besides the point, right? Casemiro, since he's been at United, has not done anything different than what he was doing when he was playing for Real Madrid. Okay, you all who did not watch La Liga, who obviously apparently never watched Madrid at any point, need to stop acting as if Casemiro has transcended his game and has been playing completely different. Ten Hag, I give all the credit to Ten Hag because he has shown his true football brilliance in what he has done with Casemiro. He brought in Casemiro, he saw exactly what he was doing at Madrid, and he said, listen, let's not let him do too much. Let's have him do exactly what he's done at Madrid, which is get the ball, pass it to a deep line playmaker or somebody who has a higher range of passing than you. At Madrid it was Cruz. At what's it called? United it's been Sabitzer and Eriksson. And and it's worked. So let's stop acting like he's been some transcendent player.
The thing I'll say about that is that he's playing in a bigger league with a bigger market, with a bigger TV deal. Everything is bigger in the Prem, so there's more lights on it. He's playing for the biggest club in the Prem, so I can't really complain on that.
From the biggest club in the world to the biggest club in the Prem.
Yeah, the Prem lights are different. I'm not here for it. For me, I would start Kimmich. I love Kimmich. I think he's one of the best players in the world. Sometimes injured, but when he's on the pitch, he's the best. Casemiro, I would bench because Casemiro, like I said, has been one of the best in the world at his position. Now, I guess people who didn't watch La Liga are seeing it, right? But today he did get a red card, and 2 red cards in the season's kind of bozo a little bit. Rodri, I'm benching. For me, the reason why I'm benching Rodri is because I don't think he's done as much as these other 2 have done. And this is a legacy one for me. But I feel like Rodri, maybe, if they're able to win a Champions League, if you guys are able to win a Champions League, might be pushing to be up there with these guys. What was your Rodri agenda you wanted to speak on?
It wasn't really a Rodri agenda. I love Rodri. I just have Rodri's just one of those players where I feel like my biggest thing with Rodri is that he's flat-footed a lot and he gets lazy. So like that's my one issue with Rodri, but
I have to say Casemiro, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So on top of that, I like Rodri. I think
you're the same guy that said Rodri was better than Rodri.
Partey was better than Rodri. I said this season. Let's not get it twisted. And I've changed my mind on that. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I'm allowed to change my opinion. I'm spinning?
Yeah, you're spinning.
Give me Reese. It's left with the 2 fullbacks. Give me fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, man. Yo, I'll trade you Balde.
Who said I wanted Balde?
So for the left back position, we have Hernandez from
Theo.
Yeah, from AC Milan. Davies, Alphonso Davies, and then Balde from your club, Barcelona. It was initially Chilwell, but I changed it anyway.
Don't know why it doesn't change anything.
It does. It actually doesn't. I start Alphonso Davies just based on the pace and the physicality that he brings to the game. Hernandez, I'll bench, and then hell no, I'm not selling Balde. I'll start Davies. I'll put Balde on the bench, and I'll sell. Oh hell no, yo, this shit is crazy. I'll start Davies. Balde for the potential, I'm gonna put on the bench, and I'm gonna sell Hernandez. No offense to Theo Hernandez, he's a very good defender, but I prefer those 2 more, and I think they're gonna be there for a little bit longer. If I'm starting a team, 10 years minimum with these 2 over him. Yeah.
How much of Balde have you watched?
Oh man, I like him, bro. I like his drip. Just to be honest, his drip.
So you're not basing this off of watching. You're basing this off.
I've watched him a little bit. Like I said, I watched the big games for La Liga, and I think Balde's really good. I think he has the ceiling. He's obviously your next upcoming left back. That's why you're saying you don't need another left back, right?
I think Barcelona's problems are far from left back. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why I say our biggest problem is right back. But starting Balde is crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, what's it called? Keeping Balde is crazy. Listen, I'm a Barcelona fan. I love all of our youngsters, so obviously I love Balde. But me personally, I just don't see it. Like, there are games where like he plays, and I'm like, okay, but then the thing is though, like I have to remember that I think he's only like 19.
Yeah,
like,
he's a young kid.
So like he is definitely young, and I can understand. And for me, young players like need playing time. You feel me? So like I can completely understand that. So I can't hold it against them. But for these 3, I'm starting Theo Hernandez. I think he's the best out of all 3 of them.
That's fine.
And benching Alphonso Davies because I mean I don't think we need to talk much about Alphonso Davies.
Not really.
Went to the Bundesliga, made that left back position his, and he really hasn't looked back.
Cancelo don't even get playing minutes.
Cancelo's a right back though.
Yeah, but even a right back, you don't get minutes. They play my left back when he comes on.
What's his
scrub minutes?
What's his name? And then I'm selling Balde. He just again consistency, right? Like I've said, he hasn't even done it for a full season.
Yeah, he hasn't.
So like I don't think I can put him in that conversation.
It's probably a La Holler on my part but I just think drip wise, everything He's going to be that guy. We're going to move on to the right back position. The three best right backs in the world, in my opinion, are Reece James, still Cancelo. This season, not so much. Or should we put Trippier instead? And Trent. Reece, Cancelo, and Trent. It's your pick. Start, bench, sell.
See, this one is hard.
Bench, Reece. Bench,
because this season, I think Reece has been the best.
But he hasn't played that much. I don't think Reece, personally, if it's based on this season, I don't think Reece has been the best. But the other two have been atrocious.
But
so that's the thing.
See, my thing is, personally, I would start Cancelo. I'm not saying that's who I'm starting. I'm still trying to decide. I would start Cancelo, but when it was Mbappe, I did hold it against Mbappe the fact that he can cause problems when it comes to teams and the way teams work and the flow of teams. And I do think Cancelo behind the scenes that we don't get to see is very moody, and he
his attitude
isn't the greatest. And me, like I said, I'm a Pep fan, so whatever Pep says or does, I trust completely, right? So if Pep sees something that he doesn't like in Cancelo, even for as great as a player he is, I don't want him on my team just because even if it wasn't Pep, me personally, when I watched City play, I can see that Cancelo is a moody player, and he gets into his moods every once in a while sometimes. So, long story short, and Trent, I love Trent. I think the hate that Trent gets, I don't think it's deserved.
He gets beat at the back post too much.
I think, but see, here's my thing. I think Trent was never a great defender. He's a decent defender.
That midfield protected him a lot of the times.
But
it's not there anymore.
He gets the job done, but I don't think all the hate he gets is deserved. I think
definitely
a lot of the times it's communication issues, and also, realistically, if Trent is as bad as a defender as they say, and Van Dijk is as good as a defender as they say, they would play Van Dijk on Trent's side.
Well, you can't because So the thing is, Van Dijk is right-footed, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have a left-footed center back. So you always tend to play, if you have two right-footed center backs, right? You always tend to play your best on the left. And I think it's okay. Van Dijk most of the time covers. You sometimes see them switch. I think that Trent being bad, Trent not being as good, it also falls down to the defender that plays on that side, like you're saying. Joel Matip hasn't been at the levels that they need him to be. Gomez, oh my God, Gomez.
I love Gomez, but he's just been really bad.
Who else? Konate, I don't rate that bum anymore. But go ahead. Start, bench, sell.
We're gonna have to be consistent, right?
You can have an agenda bias in this one. I'll give it to you.
I'll start Cancelo. I'd have to sub. Trent. I'd have to sell Reece.
That's crazy.
But I don't think
you're smoking some of the good stuff.
But again, I have to be consistent. I think
you're being consistent early. You said because now I'm upset because early you told me that just now that Reece has been the best this season.
Well, yeah.
But overall,
most of my picks have been a combination of either this season or who's done it longer. If you look at it, the only time the only player that I didn't really when I had the first pick, the only time it didn't align was Kimmich.
Yeah,
that was the only time it didn't align. But I have to say because Cancelo and I think for a good 2-3 years, Cancelo and Trent were 1A and 1B at the right back position.
What I would say on that is that for me, I'm starting Reece James. Reece James is the best right back in the world, no doubt about it. Trippier also deserves a shout this season. I'm starting Reece. I'm benching Trent and I'm selling Cancelo. Cancelo's not good enough for me, bro. His moody moods, I'm not a fan of. Trent is great, but he gets beat too much. I've seen Vinicius destroy him. I've seen a lot of players destroy him. He got destroyed at Anfield a couple weeks ago by Real Madrid. Also doesn't help the fact that their midfield stinks. Reece James is the best. Injuries are the only thing slowing him down. Once he can figure that out, Reece has bulked up. He's lost a lot of the baby fat, got muscle. Doesn't get bullied, bro. When Rafael Leao, Vinicius, any left winger that we play comes back and said, bro, Benzema got his jersey. I don't see Benzema ever getting Trent's jersey or Cancelo's jersey. That's all I'm going to say. All right, that's it for our 11. This is what we're going to do because you said you didn't really like your center backs, right? So this is what I did. for you. So I picked 3 of the best defenders ever, right? 3 of the best midfielders ever, and 3 of the best forwards ever, right? You're gonna spin whatever it lands on. You get whatever it lands on, you get to pick. But I think I'm gonna do this to make it better, make it easier on you. So you spun last, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna spin, and I'm gonna decide if I want that player on my team or not. Lord. This is the. Oh yeah, you could put them on your bench too. You could have 1 bench player or what? Yeah, let's make it 2 bench players. Yeah, 2 bench players. So this one it's R9, Ronaldo Nazario, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi. It's a start, bench, sell, right? Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. To be fair, I'll start Messi. Bench R9 and sell CR7. It's crazy to say, but for me, I don't want Messi on my team, so I'm gonna realistically, so I can get him on my team. I'll start R9, bench Messi, and sell CR7.
So what the heck are you putting? Who are you taking out of your team to start R9?
Huh. Yeah, Saka. I'm gonna put Saka on the bench, and then you get what I'm saying, right?
Move Mbappe to the wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And R9 in the middle, and then bench is Saka. So start, bench, sell. Who you got?
I'm starting Ronaldo. Whoa, Jesus. I'm starting Messi.
Of course.
I'm benching CR7, and I'm selling R9.
That's fine. I just think R9 is the greatest forward 9 to ever play the game. Ballon d'Or winner, World Cup winner 2 times. Did it at Inter, did it at Barca, did it at Real Madrid, did it everywhere that he went. Knee injuries kept him from being the absolute GOAT. If he had played longer, he would be the GOAT. But yeah, I get your picks. I don't think this is something we have to talk too much on. Messi's the GOAT. We all know that. CR7 is number 2. Nobody has any doubts about that, right? R9 would be number 3, right?
Sure.
You spin, buddy.
Oh, I don't want Messi on my team, so I didn't take any of those 3 players on my team.
All time? You wouldn't have an all-time Messi on your team? You could take.
I feel like I have. Wait, so can I take a player from every single one of these spins?
You can't take 1. So you're gonna have to
one.
take 2 from these 3 if you don't take Messi. So you can put Messi on your bench.
No, I know what I'm gonna do. I'll take Messi, play my right wing, and play Foden in the midfield, and bench Jude.
Okay, that's fine. You got this spin. You got Zidane, Iniesta, Pirlo.
Man. Oh, jeez, man. Jeez. Yeah, I'm starting Iniesta.
Wow.
I'm starting Iniesta. I don't.
That's fine.
Listen, I don't care what any of y'all say. I'm starting Iniesta.
Mm-hmm.
Euro winner, World Cup winner, Champions League winner, the Liga winner. The only thing he doesn't have is that Ballon d'Or, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'm starting Iniesta, benching Zidane, selling Pirlo. I love Pirlo though, and the Zidane and Iniesta, you could say start Zidane, and I wouldn't be mad at you. Iniesta's definitely Barcelona bias. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not. It really is. But yeah, no, I'm starting Iniesta. And if it was Xavi in there, I'd start Xavi too. So say whatever it is you want to say about me.
For me, I'm going to start Zidane, bench Pirlo, and sell Iniesta. And it's crazy. Like everybody in the comments gonna be like, "Oh, you're dumb. You don't know ball." I love Iniesta. I just think Pirlo, leader, one of the best players.
Sell Iniesta?
Yeah, I'm.
That's
me. I know it's crazy, but that's just my opinion anyway. I'll start Zidane. I think Zidane is the greatest midfielder ever. That's my opinion. Iniesta is second, Pirlo's third. But for my circumstances, I like Pirlo better than I like Iniesta. Maybe it's a little biased. I don't really like Barcelona like that. So with this, I'm not gonna take anybody. I'm gonna keep my midfield 3. So the last one, we got defenders. We got John Terry, Maldini, and Ramos. For me, I would start Maldini. Bench Terry because Chelsea bias, and then I'll sell Sergio Ramos. I feel like Maldini is the best center back ever. Nesta and Maldini, when they were together, class. John Terry obviously speaks for himself. Best center back to ever step foot in the Prem. Sergio Ramos, best center back probably in the history of La Liga. Some might say Puyol. There's other players you could say. But yeah, I'll start Maldini, and I'll pick Maldini for my team, and then there's Terry and Ramos.
I'm taking if I was to start bench though.
Did you take somebody from the other team?
From the midfield, from the
midfield?
No, I didn't take anybody from the midfield.
Okay.
I took Messi.
So I'm gonna put Fofana on the bench, and then I'm gonna put Maldini in.
The same Fofana he was just raving about, saying he was like
Yeah,
going to be one of the greatest
but
of all time.
Maldini, Thiago Silva midfield. Are you?
Yeah. So I'd start Sergio Ramos. I don't watch Maldini play, so I can't really.
Yeah, I understand
Me
that.
personally, I can't really put him ahead of Sergio Ramos. I'd put him second. I'd sub Maldini just because of respect.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow!
And I'd have
You never watched them play.
I never
but
watched
you
them
respect them over John Terry
Yeah, didn't Terry slip? Wasn't that him?
at the pen spot. Yeah,
Wasn't that him? That's so like you know what I mean.
All I'm saying is he came and redeemed some of the
all I'm saying is Ramos doesn't slip over there.
Terry didn't.
I don't think Maldini slips over there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I get you.
But Terry's no slouch. I watched John Terry when I was growing up, so like I definitely respect him. Maldini's really only on the sub side just because of like I've heard, and I've also watched his highlights. He was actually like insane, and I think he
Nesta and Maldini.
He played for like
best combo
20 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Way long, like very long time. Now this is where it becomes difficult for me because I am gonna take Ramos. Question is, who do I bet? I'm benching Vardio
over Varane.
Yeah, because Ramos and Varane.
Hell no.
Ramos and that duo,
Gavardio,
bro, that duo,
is gonna be better than Ramos. Better than Varane.
Bro, that duo won 4 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, Ronaldo tax.
4 Champions Leagues.
Kroos tax. Casemiro tax.
So you're gonna sit here and act as if like they didn't do anything.
They did obviously, but like they had great players around.
You could say that the other players also had great players around. It was just a great all-around team.
That's fine.
Ramos and Varane next to each other is almost undefeated.
All right, so this is our team that we got from our start bench cell. I have Allison in goal, Reece James as my left back, Maldini and Thiago Silva as my center backs, Alphonso Davies as my right back or left back? Left back. Casemiro, Enzo, my midfield with David Silva in front of them. Mbappe, R9, Kavicha as my forwards, and then on my bench I have Saka and Wesley Fofana. Give your team, buddy.
In goal we got Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah.
At right back we got João Cancelo.
Mm-hmm. Consuelo.
Center backs we got Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane. Left back we got Theo Hernandez. In midfield we got Joshua Kimmich alongside Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden. The front three we got Vinicius, the robot himself Erling Haaland, the one and only GOAT Lionel Messi. On the bench I got Jude Bellingham and Josko Vardio.
Let us know in the comments who had the best team. Obviously, if you're being honest, who do you think had the best team? Look at your team, look at my team.
Honestly, I say it's me.
I would say
I say you beat me.
That back line is crazy.
In defense, I'd say you beat me because I say you beat me in defense. And but my midfield is crazy.
I'll give you the midfield. Kimmich
and my forward line is ridiculous. Are you kidding me, bro? The creation,
bro. Mbappe, R9, Kavicha,
bro. I'm talking Messi.
Mbappe, R9, Kavicha is better than Messi, Haaland, Vinicius any day. Yes, it is, bro. You have 2 goats. I have 2 goats. You have 1 goat.
Bro.
But yeah, let us know in the comments who had the best team.
You say you have 2 goats?
Yes, Mbappe is going to be a goat. Is he not? In 10 years' time, is Mbappe not going to be there? Bro, if Mbappe had won the World Cup time around with 2 World Cups, he might have been a goal. He is going to,
But did he, though?
You think Mbappe's not going to win another World Cup?
It's hard to say.
Bro, he might win.
In the next 4 years, another country could be just as good as them.
Bro, have you seen the French pipeline, bro? Of players they stole from other countries?
Yeah, no, that's cool, but like France is so great, but Kolo Muani missed that shot, didn't he though?
Yeah.
So how good is their pipeline?
He's not.
And their midfield is
not
going to be as good.
They got Chouameni, they got Camavinga.
They're not going to be as good as Pogba.
They got Enzo Lafreur. Is he French? Let me see.
They're not going to be as good as Pogba and Conte.
we'll see.
Pogba and Conte is. What's going to be France's downfall?
Yeah, Enzo Lafite.
What's going to be
Another
France's downfall is going to be, what's his name? Lachamps. I think if they let him go, they're not going to be as good.
We'll see about that. It's been a great episode of the Y3KPOD. It's your boy Yao.
Love, man. Stay
And
safe.
what did you say your name was?
I don't even remember. No Glasses K.
No Glasses K.
Like
we outside.
Call me Stevie Wonder.
Nah, bro, that's a great bar though. Alright, y'all. Peace. Love.